Hello, and welcome back to Therapist Plays Night in the Woods. All right, it's time to go to the party with our friends. I'm so excited. I just know that some shit is going to go down. But first, we got to do a fit check. Looking all right. God, this shirt really accentuates my roundness, doesn't it? I have the worst face. I have a nightmare face. Oh, but you're such a cute cat. I hate that it only gives me two options and they're both like pretty like negative self-reflections. Well, it is just part of the young adult experience to sort of hate things about yourself. Jeez, what a mess. My big dumb eyes. My nightmare eyes. No. My messed up ear. Oh. I guess I'll go with nightmare eyes. Nightmare Eyes would be an excellent horror movie name. You'll see the nightmare eyes outside your window. And you'll know. You can do this. People like you. People don't like you, clearly. You don't like people, clearly. I like that she sort of found a way to be playful with herself, which almost interrupted this, like, self-esteem crisis. But the inner battle that we all face, like that we have the capacity to remind ourselves of good things, but we also seek out the evidence to prove our own internal negative reflections. No friends at college, not even one. Not really their fault. Some things, whatever. All right, what are you going to say? You're a smooth talker. You're a smoothie. Hi, I'm May. How's it going? Oh, hey, I'm May. What's your name? Hi, I'm May. I dropped out of college earlier this week. I feel like it is her brand of awkwardness to lead with something like this. Yeah, I have to go with this one. And now I'm in the woods, drinking. Jeez, this is yet another road to hermitdom. Damn. Oh, this is hopeless. Wheel me out to the curb for garbage day. Oh, geez. They'll be here any minute. Good luck, kid. I don't need luck. I make my own luck. With a luck machine. The party. We will return to the subject of May's self-image. Hey, May. I think Cole might be there tonight. What? Oh my God. Who's Cole? You remember him? He was in yearbook with us? Oh, Cole. Yeah, I remember him. May and him were a thing for a while. Really? Wow. He was really smart. I'm really smart. Yeah, you are, dude. Well, that's settled then. Ooh, this was awkward. This is continuing the crisis of people bringing up things from May's past that are now catching up to her, which is an awful moment to have this happen because it's right at the crossroads of coming home, trying to go into her future by going to college, like bouncing backwards, and then like here's all this shit that you kind of haven't dealt with, and all these opinions that people have about you. I can't imagine this leaving her with a feeling of, well, failure to overadapt to something new, but also returning home with nothing to show for it, because clearly people see her in the same way. And as I have made abundantly clear in my commentary so far, May is actually adapting pretty well in certain ways. In other ways, not, right? Like, we're going to dissect some of what we just heard and whatever else comes up. I don't think that everything that she's doing is a sign of good adaptability, but she's had some pretty good intuition about herself and what she needs as she's coming home. And that's like crossing wires with being at this party. Like, internally, she knows that coming to this is like good for her and she's going to meet some new people and it's like supposed to be fun. But then like she gets there and there's all this like anxiety, headiness that's like, but it's going to be terrible and all this stuff. But the fact is, she had a strong intuition about this being like a positive experience for her, and it can be if she's able to actually manage her anxiety in the moment. Ugh, that's awful. I hate beer. I can't remember the last time I drank beer. It's not a delicious drink at all. I don't know if I should have another drink right now. I mean, she's just looking around at everyone else doing this and feeling like that's what she's supposed to do. What? Nothing? Cool party. Yup. Damn. Who are you talking to? Not you. Oh, poor baby. It does say something, though, that the person that May seems to have a little bit of a thing for is someone who seems to get themselves. Like, there's a relatability to the feelings of stagnation, because B was also like, yeah, I mean, I didn't fucking progress much either. Like, I'm working at the fucking hardware store, you know? Like, my life's not amazing, but there seems to be a self-security about herself, or at least her style. I also imagine she's like struggling with her own stuff too, but I think if even only in a surface level way, May seems to admire this about B. She's not as like overtly insecure as she sees herself. Can we meet some new people? Who are these people? Oh God, it's... Who? What? Okay, guess that's it. Is this the party? What about my friends? Hey, dudes. Yo, did you see Cole's here? Oh, God. You okay? Yeah. Totally fine. Are you gonna talk to him? No. Yeah, sure. I would like to see May talk to him because I'm curious about the history here. I think she would actually be a little too anxious to do it, but I'm gonna say yeah. Yeah, man. You sure, May? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, why should I be weird about it? Well, I mean, you did write that song afterwards. What was it called? Go Get Dead, Angel Face. We do not talk about Go Get Dead, Angel Face. Can you guys believe this dude playing the guitar? Yep, playing the douchebag hits. I like this song. Is this a douchebag song? Don't worry about it, big guy. Angus is just too real to judge. There is a douchebag like this at every party. Greg, where is this coming from? You have no idea, Greg. Back in school, you'd always have some frat boy hanging out on the lawn, trying to look all sensitive. Why is this a douchebag song? I am asking the same question. He's just playing the guitar. Okay, they don't want to mix and mingle. Where's Cole? Who's Cole? Oh God, it's... Maybe I need another drink. Oh, that's... Is that Cole? Is he like a raccoon? Maybe I need another drink. Because beer is just one of those horrible things adults do. Like doing taxes and having babies. Ugh, the paradox of wanting to progress beyond adolescence, but also like not really seeing the appeal of being an adult other than its like status as someone mature. Man, this game just gets that feeling so right. I definitely remember things, even like the beer thing. The first time I drank one, I was like, seriously? Like, this is it? This sucks. My palate has adapted since then, and I can enjoy a nice red ale. It's my favorite kind of beer anyways. But I don't really like to drink. I like got that out of my system in my 20s. But yeah, there was a lot of stuff like this where I was thinking, this doesn't really fit with me, but I have the feeling that the things to do are things that people don't like or are seen as immature. And a little bit of that is probably happening for everyone. Like everybody is kind of overselling themselves a little bit in their 20s because they barely know who they are as an adult. But we all like to pretend like we've got it all figured out. I don't know if I should have another drink right now. Probably not, May. Hey, May? Is that you? How are you? Well, earlier this week I dropped out of school and now I'm drinking in the woods. Wow. Okay. What the hell is your problem? What? Be cool, May. Go get a drink and be cool. Oh. But you hate this. Screw it. I'm doing 2 beers. I'm doing beer. I still taste tacos. Okay? What? Nothing. Okay, let's see what B is up to. I'm like more drunk and more smooth now. Can I be welcomed into the cool conversation? Hey, B. Yeah? Oh, God. You're drunk. Already. No! Now we're seen as a weakling because we can't hold our shit together. That's why we came out here, right? Not really. I have to drive. God damn it. She's so fucking cool. How does she just keep being cool? And even if I didn't. Well, I don't have my license. So woohoo for me. Hey, B. What? Who is that? Remember May Borowski? Oh, God. May, you're drunk. You need to go chill by the fire. I'm gonna go run around naked in the woods. Go. Sit. Now. God, can you just stop being so fucking cool for like 1 second? Please. Okay, what do my friends think? Hey, Greg. Whoa, dude. Are you okay? Hey, Greg, did you know I think you and Angie... Angie are so cute. I did know that, dude. Well, good. Angie is very cute. I really, really like him, actually. Hey, Angie, my dad knows your dad. They used to work together back in the 80s. Okay. This is going so poorly. They used to hang out at the bar with your daddy. Dude, don't ever say daddy again. What? My dad had to stop drinking because he was a danger to me and my mom. Oh, baby girl. It's sad. Breaks my heart that these are the sort of unfiltered thoughts that are coming out. Dude. Okay, mate, you're not allowed to drink anymore. Ever. Okay, mate, I'm a little worried about you. Well, I'm having a great time here in the woods, okay? Greg, don't you think May should maybe sit down? Yeah, dude, you should sit. Dude, sit down by the fire and chill, okay? What a bullseye she's trying to hit. Feeling like by herself she's not enough. And like this, she's way too much. Girl, we gotta work on that self-esteem. All right, I'm chilling by the fire. Sobering up. Hey, May. Hey, coolio. Wow, I haven't heard that in forever. This has been like 3 years. This is not that long. Well, it was good to see you. I'm just back for a couple of days from school and... Shut up already. What? The girl at the video store is all like, ooh, cute boys. And you're a cute boy, Cole. Oh, thanks, May. But I hate cute people. Cute is the worst. Okay, well, I'm gonna go. May, you're fumbling. I don't know if you want to fumble, but you're fumbling. And it's not my fault. I'm a total trash fire. I got nightmare eyes. And the last thing you see is my eyes outside the window. And then I stab you with my knife. Stab, stab, stab. Boom. Dead. When the police get there, you're all nightmare eyes. Oh God, she's making a scene. New nickname. So don't F with me, kid. Okay, May, you're threatening people now. May, I think you need to F college. Yeah. All those rich kids and hot people all writing sex and having papers with each other. I'm glad this scene is comedic because otherwise it would just be breaking my heart. Close enough. And that damn statue pointing at me every day. Supposed to be the founder, but just shapes. I'm a total trash mammal, and nothing is ever going to work out. We never had a chance here. But I can't go anywhere else. I'm home again. I can do something besides sleep. and cry alone. Because things aren't just things here, you know? Oh God, I'm so sick to death. Does that make sense, Colio? May, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to upset you. I think you're a really great... Home again! Woo! Greg. Ah! Oh. Tacos. I actually think Cole was pretty reasonable there. If you puke in this car, so help me. I owe you an apology, B. I really am quite embarrassed. Oh man, we're reflecting. I'm curious what she owes the apology for. I'm sorry, I don't even know what happened. You got sloppy ass drunk after what, 3 cups of watered down beer? Remember when we used to be best friends? Oh. Oh, this is gonna be maximum pain. I was just gonna say that we never were. We used to be best friends. I still love you, B. I didn't get a word. Remember, because you used to call me Mayday? And I called you Vivi? Oh, you mean when we were like 10? No, I don't. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Remember when we were scouts together? And we called it Zerl? Yeah, Boxy the turtle. He died. I feel like you're mad at me all the time. Oh, why are you so mad all the time? Oh man, if I puke in here, your parents would be so mad at me. I'm so sorry, okay? You're so nice. God damn it, May. What? My mother is dead. Oh, girl. She's fumbling so fucking hard. It just couldn't be going worse than this. What? She died. Cancer. Senior year. Oh no, she was so nice. Vivi, are you okay? How do you not know this? Did you forget about my dead mom? This is a terrible lapse of memory, B. I'm so sorry. I'm mortified by my behavior. Yeah, I actually think that she's mortified. Oh, B, I'm acting like a jerk. Are you mad at me? What happened to you? You used to be smart! You used to be cool! You used to be worth talking to! Why did you even come back? Oh, did college not work out for you? Was it inconvenient? Were you not in the mood? I would have killed for that. I still would. I'd kick you out of this moving car right now if it meant I could go to college. We're here. Get the hell out of my car. I just hope you're all appreciating my attempts at voice acting. Oh God. Let me help you in. That is how you know B is actually a fucking golden-hearted real one. Like, she cannot stand the person that is in front of her right now, who just said some like really upsetting stuff. And some of this I think is just like pity. Like she just thinks it's fucking sad, but she clearly is hurt by this as well. Like seeing May in this state. From what she said there, it seems that she feels like she really lost a friend. And kind of how May is feeling doesn't really have anything to show for it. Like she's come back from college and is worse. B seems to think that if she had that opportunity, she would have made something of it. And I wouldn't expect her to have the view that I have of May, which is she's got a lot of work to do. I do think that there's a lot we don't know yet about her college experience and how things went down. But that's going to require really getting herself kind of stable in a place that she's not fighting with herself. And unfortunately for her, but fortunately for us, for the purposes of the story, alcohol tends to surface a lot of our insecurities if we're in that sort of mood, and really makes her out to seem like kind of pathetic to the people around her. But I know that she's a strong cat who's got a lot of healing potential. I just hope her friends see that too. There you go. I'm sorry, B. I'm a mess. You know? Whatever. It's not your fault. Just a kid. I'm older than you. 2 months. Yeah, well, I stayed here and got older while you went off and stayed the same. Oh. Oh my God. What a fucking brilliant piece of writing. Oh God, it's painful. Good night, Mayday. Oh. She still loves her little cat buddy. What is this? What is this? I got a bat. Oh my God. Do I get to smash stuff? What is this? We do get to smash stuff. Oh, we get to terrorize the town. Yeah, get it all out, May. Smash it up. Blast it all away. She needs to like go to a rage room. I don't actually know what the evidence says about whether rage rooms are like actually beneficial to people. Should probably look into that. But there is just a sort of pure bliss of taking a bat to something and seeing it smash. Maybe there is something to it. I don't know why the tires are popping. Fuck it. What is this? A bird. Oh, we can smash it as well. What is this? Keep smashing, May. Do not relent. Finish what you started. Huh. Part 2. Weird Autumn. Okay. Before we wake this little kitty up, let's unpack some of what we've seen so far this episode. So there's an exercise that I like to do as a part of therapy when someone is feeling like they really aren't happy with parts of themselves and where they're going with things. There are entire therapeutic modalities like parts work, internal family systems, and like an entire therapeutic process that's kind of designed to work on that sort of stuff. And that might be the direction to go in with her. But I would probably start with this simple little exercise, which looks like this. Draw 3 boxes. And I actually think that this would be good for anyone out there who wants to give this a shot. And we're going to call them keep, storage, and trash. Because the exercise here is called spring cleaning. Spring cleaning. So, when you are doing spring cleaning with your belongings, you have to sort of be decisive about what's worth keeping, putting away, and actually getting rid of. And anytime that we're sorting things out or organizing, making clear definitions about what can happen to those belongings, keeping them, putting them away, or actually tossing them, can clarify a thing's real value to you, as well as how relevant it is to your current life. And that's the same idea with parts of yourself and things that you're working on. And so the idea here is to ask ourselves, okay, even though she's feeling like everything sucks about her, there are definitely things that she would probably say she wants to keep. And we'll explore some of those things. But typically what I like to encourage is thinking about the parts of yourself that work and are good for you and that you like. But it could also be relationships that you want to keep, that you have the capacity for and add present value to your life. Are there certain goals that you want to keep? I'll usually say that the things that go in the keep pile are actionable right now. And so there are going to be things that May wants in her life, things that have value to her, but we can't focus on everything that is important to us in the totality of our lives. We just can't. We're more likely to feel overwhelmed and that we're actually not making progress towards anything because we're trying to do everything. Which, as I say that, someone, working my full-time clinical career and full-time YouTube career at the same time, I probably need to do some of this exercise myself. But this isn't therapy for me, okay? This is therapy for the cat. So there are things that are important to us, but that we can't put present focus on. And those things go in storage. It's just the for later stuff. Long-term goals. So for example, for me, one of the most important things in my life is to learn a language. Like, I do not want to die before I am able to speak at a decently close to fluent level of Dutch, for example, because I want to move back to the Netherlands. I didn't use the time that I had when I was there to learn the language like I would have liked to. And so it's like really important for me as a value center to apply myself to do that. And I always feel good when I am practicing it and that sort of thing. But the thing is, it's very hard to make that in my keep pile, even though it is like a big, big thing in my life. Like, I really, really find this important, essential even. I just have to accept that it is a for later thing. The times where I have tried to force it to be something that I keep, I felt worse about it because it always gets pushed to the back of my schedule. I'm never able to give it my full attention. And then I feel worse because I'm actually like struggling even harder with this thing that's really important to me. And then I like tend to give up on it. And the amount of times I have given up on the most important thing, like, that just starts to contribute negatively to your self-esteem about your capacity to do it. So you need to be decisive. Like, this is spring cleaning. Brady, this is not something you can keep right now. It just doesn't belong there. It is a for later goal. I don't live in the Netherlands. I don't need this right now. I don't have the capacity or bandwidth or time for it, but I will at some point. And so it goes in here, right? And it's completely okay that it does that. I will get it out at some point. And just that, to start with, often helps people start to understand, one, the limitations of their focus, but also the clarification that some values, despite how important they are better serving you in the long term. And then there's the trash. Like, this is just stuff that's not working. I don't really think it's even a forever kind of thing. You can trash things and then like buy another one. We throw stuff away all the time and then buy a new version of it, or some things are disposable and right, you replenish it. And then there's stuff that you just like realize you don't need anymore. That's not to say that it was never useful or didn't have value to you, but it's not something you intend to return to. It's not something that you need to put actionable focus on right now. And it's just not working. So across all three of these things, right, we're talking about personality traits that you like about yourself and want to keep. Goals that are things you can act on immediately and are quite short-term and achievable. Relationships that add present value to your life. Activities, hobbies, habits, interests, all kinds of stuff that we're deciding is essential to the present best imagined version of yourself. We're asking ourselves which goals and habits and practices and relationships, we may want to put in storage. And then we're doing the same for what is just not working right now. Every time I've done this exercise, it does lead to a lot of insight about how someone has been organizing their life. They don't often realize that they've just tried to keep everything, or that they have actually thrown things away that they want to like get out of the trash. Like, I completely stopped doing this thing that was helping me or was good for me. And, I don't know why I did that. Like, start asking the question, what does it look like to bring this back into your life? What would a new version of that thing look like? And aside from insight about how to organize our lives and how much bandwidth we have for it, it tends to lead to quite a bit of empowerment. There's something about putting things in these categories that makes it feel like it is your choice. If May says, I want to keep my friendships, if we're saying it that way, it is its own kind of positive assumption that I am able to decide whether those are things I keep. I can start asking questions about like, okay, if I feel like they're slipping away, what are things I can do to keep them? I might feel like my relationship with B is like heading for the trash, but if this is something that I want to keep, I have to really look at other things that I'm holding on to that are making this hard to keep, like some of these insecurities and doubts and public crashing out. Like they're pushing someone like B away from us, right? Are those things that May wants to keep? Probably not. But we can also use this approach that I've been talking about, which is focused on people's adaptability, to say that, well, if there has been a pattern of keeping an unhealthy or unwanted behavior, like the crashing out, I'm just going to call it that. She's only really done it just the once, but in her mind, she might feel like she's, this is more visible to other people. It's a very simple thing to ask, okay, what has this been providing us with that's making it hard to put it aside? We only keep doing things if they provide us with something that we don't have a better substitute for. And right now, crashing out is probably getting us attention. It's causing our friends to care for us. It's causing mom and dad and the community to show concern, like it's making us visible. It's not working the way that we want, like it's making us visible in negative ways. But we don't just repeat behaviors that are bad for us because they give us nothing. We won't replace them until we find better substitutes for these things. And that's stuff that she needs. She needs attention. She's feeling lost. She's feeling unseen. She feels invisible, like compared to all these other college kids who were succeeding and just sort of like got it. And it seems like she didn't. She needs people to care for her. It seems like some of the struggle with creating and maintaining relationships outside of old friends is leaving her with an absence of like, I can find new connection with people and I can be interesting to them. Like she needs to feel that. We all do, right? She needs right now a lot of people to show concern for her because she's not in a great place with herself. And she wants to be visible. She wants to be seen. And these are all very innocent, reasonable things to want. The way that she is adapting to these needs is not helping. And so this can put us in the mindset and in the conversation about what would be more adaptable ways to achieve these aims. One of the best things about May is that she does have a natural talent for getting people's attention because she's sarcastic and theatrical. When you mix that with alcohol, it goes overboard and largely becomes annoying to people. But we could probably ask, what are some of the things that she got out of storage? Like, for example, playing the bass and being in the band that have actually been helping her. Like, that's something that she recently returned to. What's that been like for you? Do you think that this is an outlet to maybe work on getting some of these other needs met in a way that doesn't require you to put yourself out there in a negative light, right? You can achieve these things by finding something more adaptable to them, but you need a better substitute first. And she probably feels like, I put my school and my future in the trash. I came back and I didn't succeed there, and now there's like no way for me to get out of this. Like it's kind of the route that she was taking. There's no reason to draw a hard line on these things and say they are for never. They're for later. Like you can go back to school. You can work on the future later. It's okay to not be like gaining momentum in that direction right now because you're trying to figure out yourself. I know this from personal experience. Like I was saying in a previous episode that I went to school. I did my bachelor's and then my master's, and then I like had a period of aimlessness at the moment that like developmentally it should have been, oh, now you get a career and you start taking off. And it's like, well, but I had some things to figure out personally before that was able to happen. Putting the future into storage is like such a scary idea because there's so many pressures to make it all happen now. But she'll get another shot at it, you know, if that's something that she wants. And so will someone like B, right? Like I could imagine doing this whole exercise with her as well. And she likely feels that a lot of stuff that she's capable of are not accessible to her because of all kinds of stuff that we don't know about yet. I just get that impression. But the point about the trash pile is that like you largely decide what goes into it. As long as you decide that it's not something that you want to focus on, but it still has some value to you and you want to later, that's a storage item. Things can't fall into the trash if you still decide they're important. They only go there by choice, where you say, this isn't working for me. This relationship that I'm in is not working for me. This job is not working for me. This habit or behavior is not working for me. Whatever it is, like that is something that you get to decide. And an exercise like this really shows people how much of themselves they're not realizing they have a choice in where it goes. You don't have a choice over everything in your life, but you do have a choice of what your focus is on, what you put your attention and energy into. And realizing what goes in the storage pile is almost like teaching someone acceptance, similar to my language learning thing in the future at a previous point where I just had to accept this isn't something that I can do right now. As long as it's still important to me, it's never going in the trash. It's just not for right now. If you're struggling at school or at your job right now, and you have to quit or take a break or whatever, it's your choice whether that is something going in the trash or whether you're storing it for later. So spring cleaning is all about reorganization, resetting your self-perception, and showing you that you always have choices in how you want to define yourself wherever you are right now. I would do this exercise with May because I think it would help her with some of the thoughts that she was having when she was looking at the mirror. She doesn't like her nightmare eyes. She thinks she's too round. But a round cat is a healthy cat. It's okay to want to change things about yourself. What's not okay is feeling like you have no capacity to do that because we've decided that we can't do anything before we've ever really taken a hard look at what's in our life's inventory. Like if you've not sat down and done something like this, how can you claim you have no choice over where it all goes? So we've got to instill some hope in this little cat and everyone else in this miserable little town. Well, that was a weird one. I feel awful. Yeah. You're gonna feel awful after a night like that. I probably look awful. Ugh. I'm gonna burn this room down with me in it. Live out my remaining days as a shrieking ghost. Yep. Oh, poor kid. What are our friends saying? Hey, sorry about last night. Dude, B is just way too real. Like, she's willing to grill us when we deserve it, but she's still holding on to positive thoughts and memories about us. She's tolerating a lot of our bullshit. I wouldn't at all think it's unreasonable to like maybe don't talk to May for at least a day after this, you know, and the fact that she's communicating with us and feels sorry for it. She's so real. What a good friend. Hope you're feeling okay. Yep. I'm at the pickaxe all day if you want to stop by. Oh. Hey, dude. You okay? Last night was, last night was pretty intense. B said you're okay. He must be like hungover. I'm a snack falcon all day. Come by if you're not dead. Sincerely, Gregory. What? P.S. Band jam later. Oh my god. The end. Okay. Away message. Born to lose. Country, trash, proud, drummer, skate and destroy, skate to create. Is this... Because this is Angus, Greg, B. This must be that other person, the one who disappeared. So they were like a part of this friend group because we've got them on our home page. Economy today. Economists peak quarterly. Job growth robust in low-wage sectors. So that's kind of a wash, I guess. Okay. Let's get offline. Okay, I guess we're not looking in the mirror. Let's see if Mom has any wisdom for us. Afternoon, us. I am also curious about the details of what she said about her dad, like that he was a danger to us when he was drinking. What kind of danger? Like violence in the home kind of danger? Drunk driving sort of danger? Financial danger? Maybe multiple? Yeah. Come say hi. Okay. I am going to keep my cats in my keep pile, even though they are trash kittens. I'm just kidding. These are not trash kittens. They're precious little princesses who would never survive a day in a trash bin, like most cats probably would. Cats thrive in the trash. He knows it. Their species knows it. There's another cat back here as well. Big yawn. This one is much more camera shy. She doesn't really like to be picked up. Oh, but she's very affectionate in her own way as well. When she wants to be, on her own terms. Okay, let's see what Mama Cat's up to. Hey, hun. You look like crap. Yep. Rough night? Is that obvious? No, I was just saying you look like crap because I love you. Dude, Mom Cat is the best. Somehow I feel like she is treating us both with the sincerity and kindness and protectiveness of a child. But she's also blunt enough that it feels like she is treating us like an adult. I don't know how she's pulling that off. Thanks. If you want to talk about it, it's cool, Mom. No, let's talk about it. We value Mother's input, her wise input. I saw Cole at a party in the woods. From senior year? Yeah, he was home from school for the weekend. Did you talk to him? I don't really remember. Kind of. Sort of. I don't know. Well, he's a jerk, hun. No, he's not. Or he wasn't. I don't know. Anyway, looks like most of the repair workers have cleared out of the town center. Oh, shit. Some more exploring to do. Finally. Yeah, they're all done with the Churchill steps. And the power lines. Great. Hun, I do not want you up on those things. Mom, I'm 20. Uh-huh. Which means you go to jail for it. No one is going to jail for running around on the power lines. We're absolutely going to run around on them. They never catch me. That's right. We're stealthy and nimble. Your Aunt Molly catches you up there. There's no telling what she'll do. What, is she going to take us to jail? Did I tell you I saw her yesterday out front? Really? Yeah, she was being all weird and cryptic. I don't know. Everything's fuzzy today. And anyway, it's dangerous. You remember Susie Kushner? Gee, Mom, I sure don't. I've definitely never heard this story 1,000 times. Fried, honey. The paper used the word fried. I like how she puts, like, emphasis on things like this. Like the eels. Now she can't use adjective. Oh my god, I shouldn't laugh at that, but that's hilarious. She lost an entire part of speech. That doesn't make any sense. Gee, Mom, that's terrible. See, that's the kind of sentence Susie can't formulate. I don't know. I think you can manage actually without adjectives. So what are you up to today? I don't know. Gonna go see what Greg and B are up to. Y'all gonna go do something together? I don't know. I don't think they hang out much past messing around with our old band equipment. Well, there are only so many hours and so many days in our lives. Is there some bug going around that makes people talk like fortune cookies? Friendships are like trees. Uh-huh. You have to water them so they grow. And we each only have so much water. Have you ever watered a tree? No. God does that. Okay. I'm out. See you later, sweetie. God, I love Mom Cat. What else does she have to say? What you reading? Book about a guy who grew up secretly living on a fishing ship, living in a barrel, eating raw fish, crabs, octopus, squid, lobster, gulls, albatross. Wow. We know she has a fascination with subaquatic vehicles, so I think that she would be quite interested in this story. Sharks, dolphins, sea cucumbers, seaweed, sand, rocks, kelp. But that's the same as seaweed, I think. Wow. Ropes, sails. One of the boats, the rigging, sailor shoes, sailor hats, sailor pants, sailor shirts, sailor underwear clean. Keep going. Wow. Fishing line, fishing nets, fishing poles. Geez, he was well fed. Several dugongs and a manatee, which are different, you know. I did know that. And that's a list of everything he ate. How do you eat fishing line? The crews thought the boat was haunted. But nope, just the Barrel Boy. What's the book called? Barrel Boy. Mom's inner world is so fascinating. I can't tell how much of this is like just a sly way of sort of cheering us up, and how much is like personality quirks of her own that she just like cannot stop herself from, like these fixations. I kind of like that it's a little bit of both. Oddly enough, I now want fish sticks. I know, right? I'll have your father bring some home. Oh, she's got more. Have a nice day, sweetie. Oh, okay. Okay. Let's hit the town. Now, some of you mentioned that we do have to choose who we hang out with. Like, similar to that conversation we just had. God, this thing is intense. Weird how big clocks are like luxury furniture now. Since everything has a clock and an internet on it. Like having something big that only does one thing is like a statement or something. Wonder how old this thing is. It's an interesting thought. Yeah, I imagine that you get quite a different range of events depending on who you focus on. But should I be like spending a day with B and then spending a day with Greg? Or should I just spend all my time with one of them? Let me know. But first, let's check out those power lines. And supposedly, some new parts of the town have opened up. Although, I don't want to miss anything going on below us either. So, let's see what our local townies are up to. Hey, May. Hey, Selmers. Did I see you with a journal the other day? Oh, yeah. Doctor's orders. Yeah, Dr. Hank has me doing one, too. Oh, okay. Did you have anger problems, too? I was stealing painkillers from the Ham Panther pharmacy. Oh, geez. So Dr. Hank sees journals as a general cure-all. Is it working for you? Nope. Rehab and the program do, though. And I've become a very good poet. Want to hear one? Yeah, of course. My heart is a dankness, but when I see you, I feel a thankness. Oh, that's really nice. When I feel a blueness, all I need is a you-ness. Oh, it's corny. That's very romantic. It's about my horse. Oh. We're just friends. Ta-da! It's Selmers, a poet. I think that she admires Selmers. We don't know too much about them. Okay, we have quite a few things to look through here. Thought, become a fire ghost and yell at people. That's that's metal. F the cops. Thought, never drink again or go in public. Blah, 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 dumb shit. Ugh, yeah, it's kind of what I was getting at. She doesn't really remember much, but she definitely remembers the bad things that happened. To those who were asking, like, what does it mean if you do randomly remember your 5th birthday or something? Like, nothing, basically. I just use that example as something that a lot of people are not likely to remember, although plenty of people also are. But our memory just tends to form associations based on all kinds of factors, whether something good happened, whether something neutral but informative happened, or whether something bad happened. However, it does tend to hang on quite fiercely to negative memories, but sometimes we also repress or dissociate from those negative memories. So it's complicated. It's not always going to be a catch-all. If that example didn't apply to you, like, it doesn't really mean anything deeper than, I just couldn't think of a better universal example. Everything feels bad. Damn. I'm kind of interested in this comment about the journal, though. That's kind of like a classic, you know, therapist thing. Like, well, journaling is great, but it's not great for everybody. Like, for some people, it's really, really going to work. And for a lot of people, it's going to feel like it doesn't have that much value. I personally don't journal like this, like by hand. I journal vocally, like I do voice recordings, and I just find that that works for me. And I've always taken that as, look, you don't need to journal, but I do think that it is good to have some way of having contact with yourself that is not just internal rumination. Journaling is an obvious way to write out your thoughts because that can help you organize them and see them from a different perspective. Similar to like the spring cleaning thing. The goal is organization and putting things in a context you maybe aren't usually seeing them in, which tends to give you different ideas about them. However you do that is great, but it doesn't need to be this. Like this is just sort of easy. So I don't know. While I think that this is a good set of things to do, I wonder about Dr. Hank, if he just does think that this is something everybody should be doing. I think he should be working with his clients to come up with more creative ways to accomplish that, because there are no universal solutions. Mr. Chazokov's up on the roof again. Pretty sure he's gonna break his damn neck. I like Selmers. She's working on herself. If he falls through one of my windows, I will not hesitate to take legal action. Who? Him. Up there on the roof next door. If he falls from that roof through a window, you're gonna have to pick which part of him you're going to sue. Whichever piece is the biggest. I can hear you, you know. This guy is very litigious. What else has he got? I don't remember inviting you up here. Sorry. This is awful familiar of you. Yeah, well, he's not doing anything about it, so I think he secretly likes us. Oh, there's Mr. Chazokov. Let's go see what he's up to. There we go. May Borowski, you could have knocked on the door down there. Impolite to be on other people's roofs. Next time I'm gonna call the cops. Whatever. At any rate, I'm glad you have accepted my invitation. What are you doing anyway? Hunting dusk stars. Dusk Stars is the name of my shoegaze band. Are they a shoegaze band? I guess that makes sense. That's funny. That's a funny little term to pull out. What's dusk stars? Wandering stars, the light of which does not come through at night. How does that work? It's a trick of the atmosphere and setting sunlight. Only visible for a few weeks every year in the spring and fall. So lovely. Ito, want to have a look? Of course I want to have a look. Holy crap, my eyes. Oh, you want to put the filter on like so. Jeez. The sun is bright. Make you blind. Yeah, no shit. You didn't think to mention this? I just did. Okay. What are we looking for here? there's something. What is this? Found one. Let me have a look. Ah, yes. Doer the murderer. Okay, I'm interested. Doer passed Baron, the king's procession, on the street. Doer was quiet and said nothing, and the king took offense to this. Jeez. So what happened? Baron insulted Doer, Doer's family, Doer's village, and so on, until he was down to insulting Doer's chickens. Chickens are kind of awful. No, we like chickens. Chickens are cool. Damn. Doer first murdered Baron's chickens, then his ancestral village, then his family. Holy crap. And when he came to Baron, the king was silent. I'm gonna get a tattoo of this guy. Yeah, he's pretty hardcore. Is Doer a hero? Totally. Like, if you've been told you're nothing before, a story like this sounds pretty okay. Well, it's a true story, and real people died, and you should feel terrible. Seriously? Yeah, it's pretty cool, I have to say. Oh, got another one. Ooh. I've also caught a cat. Found one, I think. Let me have a look. Ah, yes. Casties. What's Casties? This star tells a story of a woman who built a tower to heaven. And for this, the gods sunk her deep into the sea. Wow, that's screwed up. But even in the depths, she refused to die. Damn straight. Oh, will you never die as well? Guess someday. I don't know. Never! Defy Cassie's gods also, will you? The gods on these stories are only stand-ins for the things we cannot control. You might say floods, the cancer, or such. No to all of them. This is fair. I believe we've seen both stars visible today. Oh, really? They come and go so fast. That's pretty great. We can look again in 2 days' time. Will you be back? Yeah, I think so. I think Mr. Chazokov is actually like kind of a decent teacher. Oh, you will be. No one can resist the stars forever. That's spooky, Mr. Chazokov. What do we think of him? I like that he just allowed us to explore our curiosity for these things. He asked us to question and interrogate our thoughts about them, but he didn't say that we were wrong or chastise us or try to give us the correct interpretation. I think that he actually made me interested, both me, Brady, and also May, and didn't judge us for our reaction. So yeah, actually a good teacher. Pretty cool guy. Okay. Let's see what's going on this side of town. Gotta check out what's going on in the platform with those teens. Oh, and there's a fisherman. Many miners, old and young, with home and heart and coal and lung, were taken by the trolley men up to the mine and back again. But mudslide, flood, and awful storm have given tunnel fishes form. Form? Please stop listening. Honey, I'm warm. He's working on his craft. What is this? I can't believe they've kept this open. Historical note, I guess. I think it's just because the old people like the pierogi stand. Never underestimate the ability of old people to get state funding. Okay, I wasn't familiar with your game, May. But I like it. She's actually pretty observant to these things. When will I be able to grab one of these delicious pretzels? I feel like I'm being baited with that little graboid hand. And I can't actually do anything about it. Oh, hello, May. Do I know you? I don't know if you remember me. Miss Rosa? Oh. I knew your grandfather. I visited you the day after you were born. You were so small. I guess some things don't change, eh? How'd you know Granddad? I'm here most days. Why don't you stop by sometime, and I'll tell you all about him. Things you might not know. All right. Got my interest. Sweet, curious child. Oh, okay. Well, that's sweet. What a nice thing for her to offer us. And that is something I really do admire about May, is that she is curious. I wonder if that's something that she would recognize in herself, and something worth keeping. And there's probably a pretty tangible connection to when she stops doing that, when curiosity goes in storage. Well, it's unlikely to contribute to new things happening. New relationships, new experiences. It makes sense that right now curiosity isn't necessarily at the forefront because she is returning to a familiar place. But being curious about herself and how she can be different, I think would bring a lot of value to her. Amazing to think these things used to run. Kind of amazing they're still down here too. No way to get them out of here, I guess. This place sure was something a long time ago. Oh shit, what's going on here? Because this mural is of historical note, Molly, what do we know? Well, sometime overnight, someone used bolt cutters on the gate and came down here. What would they use? A paint roller? Looks to be. Says they intend to nuke Poss. Something. I think it's likely some kid saw one of the old Nuke Possum Springs tags from back when and got bored halfway through writing it. Nuke it. We need to treat this as a terrorist action. I'm sorry? This mural is of historical note. All right, we'll round up any terrorists I see. Round up any dirtbag teens or vagrants that have been hanging around town. Check out by the abandoned food donkey. They come off the train there. Already on it. Molly. Yeah? Find whoever did this. Okay. I want to see them hang. I think at most they'd get a fine and some jail time. This was of historical note. Without this, I don't know if there's a reason to keep this place open. Yeah, Kathleen, we all know what you think. What? You think I wanted this? It's not like any of you had ideas for this place. Kathleen, we're not going to put up a rest home down here. It's just a wasted space. And they're down here anyway at Trolley Side News every day. We are not putting our elderly in a hole. Yeah, Colleen. At least if we closed it, we wouldn't have to keep an eye on this place. Thank you, Molly. That's helpful. Dude, this conversation sucks so much. Like, these are the lamest adults. Damn shame. Like, you're just upset because something traditional was vandalized? Who gives a shit? How about you do some introspection and realize that if the children growing up in this town have no reverence for this thing, then you, as the preceding generation, have done nothing to convince them it has any meaning or relevance to their lives. Probably because they see this town as having no relevance to their lives. Because it's painfully obvious to basically anyone walking around that barely anything changes around here, and that opportunity is something that happens somewhere else. Maybe the reason that you want to preserve this stupid thing is because it's the only thing that you have to hang on to justify why you stayed here and didn't pursue opportunities somewhere else. If you can tell yourself that it was of historical note and that that's worth preserving, then maybe staying wasn't such a bad idea. If you accept that the institutions that you've laid for the next generation have absolutely no value or no meaning to them, then you're going to start to feel like your own time here was wasted. Because it was! The kids want to fucking nuke this place. Like, that's not them being bratty teens. I mean, okay, maybe a little bit of it is, but maybe ask yourself why they don't have a strong attachment to it. Maybe ask yourself if the attachment you have to it isn't just some kind of generational cope that you're forcing upon the next one. Basically, fucking get over it. I think it's sick. Let's circle back to the part of the town that we might have missed here. What the? What? No! No, 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 no! Postabilities is gone. No more pizza delivery. No more Big Sal. No more special birthdays. This is the worst thing that's happened to this town. since the flood that took out the petting zoo, the mini golf ice cream place. I mean, the petting zoo is pretty important. Thank goodness all the animals swam to safety on the roof of the tire place. Who knew goats were such good swimmers? I'm so freaking depressed now. Oh man, that is depressing. 28 wonderful years. Yeah, community leaders, adults of the room. Maybe if you were listening to conversations like this, you'd know that people are feeling less and less attached to this place. Maybe that would explain why they're making statements like nuke this fucking town. But you'd have to be curious about their perspective to do that. I'm being very cynical to the aged. What's up with Angus? Hey, May. Hey, Angus. How's it going? You're like the third person I've seen today. I know you've explained it, but I have zero clue how this place stays open. You'd be surprised. Band practice later? Gotta warm up my voice. You growl real good. Thanks, I'm a born growler. When I was a baby, I never cried. I just growled. I think I cried nonstop until I was like 9. And then I cried all the time again, starting at like 13. You had a good 3 years of not crying in there. They were really productive years. I just love Angus. He's so funny. He's a total catch. Greg's a lucky dude. Hey. Whoa. Hey. We got like the same shirt, but like opposites. Oh wow. What do you know? What's your shirt from? From? Yeah, is it like a band or something? No, I made it in home ec, like home economics, back in high school. I just like the symbol. It's a null symbol, right? I don't know. What's your shirt mean? Secret symbol of God's Wrestling League. What is that? Backyard wrestling. Whoa! Where does it happen? All over the place. Backyards, you know. How did I not know about this? It's secret, because illegal, I think. And people go to the hospital and stuff. That is awesome. This is awesome. It's awesome. Holy crap, I'm gonna look this up. See you there sometime. Okay, yeah, we are gonna have to attend one of these backyard brawls. It's like a little fight club. Okay. So I think it would be good to hang out with B today if possible. Hey, Jeremy? Jeremy Wharton? No one calls me that. Germ, right? Germ warfare. That's stuck, huh? Yup. That's an okay name. Your name is May. Yep. That's an okay name. Okay. Whoa. This guy is a total enigma. You were like a year behind me, right? 2 years. So you're fresh out, huh? I hang out with Greg sometimes. We ride bikes. I'm pretty good at it. Okay. What? I saw a rabid possum the other day. Really? Where? It was crawling across the road. Had it been hit by a car? Nah, just rabid. What happened to it? Got hit by a car. Wow. It was like a poem. Okay. How about them smelters? Kicked some blueberry ass last night. Good game, good game. Gonna be a hell of a season, bud. Okay. These lads are thriving in the frozen time of this town. Alright, let's go to the tool shop and hang out with B. I've never been to war. Not like the recruiter didn't try, though. Hard. Like 10 guys from my high school class went off to Army. Gotta afford college some way or the other. There's a raccoon right now. I love that they're just sort of wandering around with all the other creatures. You're gonna run out and do this on your break? Shh! I think I'm gonna tell Nancy I'm sick. I can puke on command. That's one way to do it. I got a change of clothes in the car. In case you puke on your regular clothes. No, I just want to look good for the interview. Good idea. I mean, it's Ham Panther. It ain't an art gallery in Paris. But I figure any leg up is good. I'm excited. So am I. I need to drink all this coffee so I got something to puke in 20 minutes. I love catching up with these two. Okay. To the old pickaxe. Who's this? Another cat. A different kind of cat. How's it going, dude? Got a job here. That's cool. Oh, nice. Actually, I'm lying. It sucks. Oh. Jeez. I had no idea there were so many kinds of hammers and wrenches and nails. My God, the nails. Yeah, I mean, it's obviously a judgment, but I don't think that this job necessarily suits the particular skill set or interests of someone like B and probably this other cat. Probably anyone who's not like 45 years old. But the problem is with the young generation. They just don't care about anything. Correct assessment of the situation. Incorrect assessment of why the situation is occurring. Hey, B. Yo. Sorry about last night. I get woozy on cold medicine, so I don't really know what I expected to happen. Sorry for what I said. You know, I don't really remember much. So whatevs. Ready for alcohol. Newtown Mono. Band practice later? Yep. I'm amazed it's still a thing. We were barely even a band in high school. It's fun. Get to hang out with Angus. Everybody loves Angus. Instant value add to any situation. How did you even end up doing it? When Casey left town, Casey, that's the other one, Angus told me that Greg was really sad, so I volunteered to be the new drummer. Yeah, that's definitely Casey, because drummer was in the little profile thing. Well, drummer. It's a laptop, B. It sure is, May. It sure is. Damn. Just not even going to address that one. I'll see you later. I got some work to do. Oh, okay. I guess this isn't an instance where we choose to hang out with them. Well, I guess we can go see what Greg is up to then in that case. But there was also some construction that moved. Maybe on this side of town that we can check out. Fat pocket pawn. Yeah, up here. Wow, construction's finally done. Stairs is open for business. I wonder what's going on up there. Stairs and these power lines. Okay, so there's a whole area up here we can get to now. Look at this. CK and AM forever. CK. Maybe Casey? And someone else. I don't know. Who's this? Hey. Hey, it's you. It's me. I'm gonna sit. Legs are killing me. Yeah, it's a hike to get up here, right? I'm just getting old. 20 years. You're like all the way old. How old are you? 15 in February. I used to hang out here after school. Really? Most kids don't come all the way up here. That's why it's so nice. Better than being at home. Where do you live? Chestnut Street? Oh, okay. Out by the tracks? Yeah. Guess I'm not really town. I'm like tracks. I live down on Maple. Oh, the rich neighborhood. What? No. Oh, sorry. I just meant it's nice. I mean, comparatively, yeah, it probably is quite nice, May. Never mind, it's okay. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. It's okay, calm down. Oh, it's like panicking. I'm sorry, I get all weird sometimes. I'm sorry. I'll forgive you if you stop apologizing. Okay. The tracks are cool. I haven't been out there in a while. The train shakes my room at night. Yeah, in the winter I can hear it. One of my favorite noises. Well, you don't have to wake up with bits of ceiling on you. Good point. All right. I'm out. It was nice chatting. I'm here most days. Cool. See you later. See ya, killer. Kind of curious, actually. Yeah, seems May is missing a little bit of perspective on economies of scale. I guess it's not really economies of scale so much as it is wealth inequality. Nuke Possum Springs, 87. Goat lung. Oh, what is this? What is this? Am I breaking in? What? What are we doing here? Wow, so this is where this stuff ended up. I remember the spring parade. It was so much fun. Until the year that Mallard P. Bloominggrow snapped his tether and ran over Chris Evans. Then they canceled the parade. Cowards. They couldn't cage Mallard. Mallard needed to be free, and neither ropes nor the poor legs of Chris Evans could hold him back. I wonder what happened to both of them. After the parade got canned, there wasn't much going on in the spring, but we still did the Easter basket blessing at the church and ate special pretzels. We didn't bother to bless those. Profane pretzels. Oh my God, these flowers are fake as hell. Mallard deserves a better memorial. Okay, so a little bit of town history there. What is this? Oh my God, is that Mallard? Mallard! What have they done to you? Mallard forever. What the hell is this? Mallard P. Bloominggrow. One of my absolute favorite things when I was a kid. Proudest of the spring parade floats. Dude, this is a tomb. This is Mallard's tomb. Mallard, dear dead Mallard. You were my favorite anything when I was a kid. I ran to the spring parade to see you. You were like a big beaky dinosaur. Mallard, you're still amazing forever. Man, look at the way that she lights up for this thing. Oh, Mallard. Probably left here by the Possum Springs Chamber of Commerce. Forgotten! But I found you, and I know you're here, and still the springtime terror. I'll keep you a secret, Mallard, but I'll visit. Ah, the affection that she has for this thing. In contrast to walking around town and seeing like monuments to the corporate class and advertisements for war, adults complaining about childhood vandalism, elderly casting judgment upon the youth, and her own nascent generation stuck with the need to contribute to a world that has forgotten them. Working fucking shit jobs for no pay, not even enough to scrape together an idea of the future. And then you have May, someone who actually got a shot at it, you know, was able to go off to college and wasn't able to make it. I actually am thinking now, like, so many people have not been able to go to college. Some of them had to join the military. B was talking about how she like couldn't afford it or something. And yeah, I mean, it's not like May's family is like super well off. Like they don't live at the tracks. They live on Maple Street. But how did they afford it? I mean, it's possible that like they really couldn't, but wanted to try anyways. And I think it says something very positive about her parents that they have not like put this in front of her, right? Like how much they probably sacrificed in order to send her to college, and she's had to come home and to not like throw that in her face. Like I actually think her parents are quite great. I'm sure they're not flawless, but man, are they trying to give her a better opportunity and not throwing it in her face that the opportunity didn't work out. Like they are protecting her from some of that awareness. I just think it's sad. I think it's sad that even the things that these kids were attached to have just been sort of abandoned. And then people are complaining about why they don't seem to have any attachment or care for the present or the future. Like, why should they? Why should they? May's one of the only kids who was even given a shot at it, which like a lot of them probably resent. It seems like Cole, you know, was able to go to school and he's just home for the weekend. And there are others too, I'm sure, but you're not going to get people to care by telling them that they're wrong, that they deserve to be locked up accept and be grateful for the scraps, the crumbs that they're left with. It's just not going to happen. And with almost nothing external to offer a kid like May, adult, the only thing left is the inner resources that bring value. And she's struggling with those. You know, as much as like talking about her mental health and how it can improve has to do with doing something like spring cleaning to identify the personal changes she wants to make, we can't discount how important environment, culture, and social influence are. I do think that working on yourself internally can be enough to overcome overwhelming negative environment, but that's just making things extra hard, which is actually why I think her parents are doing such a great job of trying to insulate her as much as they can from the true reality, which is, you know, her going to school and not finishing it probably set them back quite a ways. To not lay that disappointment on her, at least not openly, is, well, I think they can tell it's not something that would really help her right now. And that's not something that other parents and adults in this town are seeing, so I have to give them due credit. Oh my God, Mallard, you're pregnant. That's one of those God things. Like when you have a baby because God? Holy crap, you're the cutest vermin. Who's the best vermin? You are. You look so hungry. Is that why you're, not doing anything? I'll come back with food. Don't die. Oh, babies. That's so sweet. Oh, miracle rats. It's not very hard for her to have the motivation to do that. It's something meaningful to her. And that's just kind of the obvious, simple truth, is that if you want people to change or be invested in something, the motivation has to come easily. You can't just demand they have the willpower to comply or contribute or whatever and just like it. Because it could be worse. Like, what kind of message does that send? Actually, when something is meaningful to someone, they don't have to summon very much willpower or effort at all to care about it and do something about it. And that's the most powerful resource that the youth can be, is if they care about something, they'll make it happen. It's locked. What the hell? It's a fire hazard. No, seriously, if this thing is clearly marked as something it's not, I'm coming back for you, exit door. And we're gonna have a little chat with my boot. Worst exit, easily. Well, I think this is where we're gonna pause for now. We still got Greg to see for the rest of the day. And do let me know who you would like to see us spend some more time with. I'm personally feeling like I want to spend more time with B. I think that their relationship is quite dynamic and leads to a lot of interesting discussion about what's similar and different about them. And we will continue to explore the many corners of Possum Springs, trying our best to find scraps of positivity in a world that comes pretty slowly to it. For now, thank you for watching. Be good to yourselves, and I will see you in the next one.